All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFreeze. To my left, David, that boy rough.
I've got too many tabs open. I'm over-tabbed. We've got just too much content for these people today. And I've got just 18 tabs open, which is a record. But what I really want to do with this podcast is talk about who got snubbed by the Academy.
Ooh.
Were there any snubs that jumped out at you?
Only Addison Rae from He's All That. That was my biggest one. I thought her performance was just a beacon of light in an otherwise dim year of movies.
Did you guys, who in this room, one of you guys watched Don't Look Up? Who did not?
I did not watch it. It is not something I'm avoiding. It's just not something I've gone headfirst into yet.
It was nominated for Best Picture.
Not surprising.
Well, I did find it.
What picture did they use from the movie?
A picture of our future.
Wow.
Meta. No, well, I did find it to be an entertaining movie. I wasn't watching it being like, dude, this is the one.
It might not be the one, David. It did not lead in all nominations from what I saw. And the movie that I did see led in nominations, I'd never heard of it before.
Coda?
That's how these usually go for me.
Like, I said something to Dylan the other day about this. Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here. Go ahead,
I said
Will.
something to
I'll
you
let
about the other day
continue.
that, like, ever since, streaming platforms started getting bigger, the pandemic, when we're not going to movie theaters, I feel like it's much more difficult to have a beat on what good movies are. Like, I don't know what the most popular movies have been this year. We don't see box office numbers like we used to, I don't think.
We don't see box office numbers, period, for some of these. Mom, never go to the box office, dog.
Yeah, and like I kind of got an idea for the movies that my friends were going to, being like the popular ones. It's like, oh yeah, they just went and saw this, said it was awesome. You don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
I did see Dune. And I did enjoy Dune, but at no point, it was nominated for Best Picture, but at no point during it, I was like, yep, getting the nom. Give him a nom, a nommy.
Isn't Dune like really old? No, Dune. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Sorry.
You're thinking of the video game Doom?
Doom 3D?
No, I'm not thinking of Doom. I was more of a Doom 2 guy.
I used to play Doom.
Doom was one of the first computer games I ever really got into.
For me, Doom was a game that I was not permitted to have on my computer, but I would immediately go to my friend's house and play it.
Doom was kind of sick.
It was sick.
I preferred Wolfenstein 3D, where you just killed Nazis.
Nazis?
That is also a movie reference you just made.
I'm looking at this list. I'm not proud to admit that I've seen 0 movies on the top list for Best Picture.
That's not true. You went and saw West Side Story in theaters.
Not a big West Side Story guy myself.
Hey, when's Top Gun coming out?
Never.
I'm over that, man.
Actually,
It's supposed to come out like 4 years ago.
May
I
27th,
saw-
2022.
I was looking at
Yeah, we'll
Dunois,
see.
and I saw a little T on some of the Top Gun stars.
What'd they say?
You'll have to check it out.
I don't even know how to.
I didn't see any T. I made that up. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
true. That's not
Dude,
true.
if you're going to spill the tea, make sure there's actual tea.
Don't spill this fake ass tea.
No.
I need to hit the gym later and spill my
Yeah,
tea.
you clearly do. We've been
Gross.
talking about it.
Testosterone.
Dude,
Hey.
someone has to clean that up.
Speaking of tabs open, and no, I'm not talking pornography, but I have the spreadsheet open for my bachelor party, and I've just been roster baiting for the past several
Just
days.
relax.
The tab will remain open until March.
Is this
3rd.
kind of like when your fantasy team has a bunch of guys projected in like the high 20 points and
I
you're
just
just like,
keep
oh, my
checking.
projected numbers
Put
this
up
weekend are
170.
sick.
I
I'll
just
put up
keep
170 this week. Easy.
I could not, minus Klein, of course, who couldn't make it. I couldn't have assembled a better squad. Couldn't. Include you guys, so take that as a compliment.
I mean, I'm confident in my...
It's a good list.
I'm a good member of any squad at this point.
Okay.
Dude, Vegas Will is different.
Dude, the first time you went, you absolutely crushed it. People are still talking about it.
I left that city in ashes. Never seen a Tuesday like that before.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was wild.
Tuesday in Vegas with your pregnant wife is the only way to do it, baby.
They were calling you Big DeFreezy.
Yeah. Yeah. Will
Yeah.
DeFreeze of Giorgio.
They were calling you that.
I had to leave my Lambos behind because I had a flight to catch.
You just left them there?
Yeah. Yeah. I only took escalators in the airport because my Gucci loafers deteriorate with every single step.
Depreciate.
Depreciate.
That was pretty good.
This guy is such a douchebag.
It still shocks me that trip's like what 3 weeks away.
Well, I'm ready for it to be over.
Where does the time go?
Stop.
I'm tired of emailing with STK. I've never had a harder time booking a reservation.
Let's
for
make a
big group
backup
before.
resi.
We have to make a backup resi.
Delmonico's or something.
We
wish
have
they
to make
would
a
just
backup
say,
resi.
like, you guys should just ball a little harder.
Yeah, no. If they just said that, like, if the concierge person that I've been emailing with just emailed me back and said, you guys this is a small baller email chain, I would immediately be like, all right, private room, raise the minimum.
Are y'all small ballers?
Yeah,
They
like
know,
damn,
they
like
know.
You want the
I'm
small
sorry,
baller rate?
we normally don't operate with small ballers. Like a little kick in the ass from old.
Well,
There's gonna be at least one person who sits down and like just orders a water and like a beer because they ate earlier or something. It's like, oh yeah, I hit
No.
I hit the McDonald's.
this is
down
the main
way.
event, man. People will be ready for it. But the good news, Will, there are a million great steakhouses in that city.
Good.
Let's
I
make a
think
backup.
we
resi.
need to make a backup.
You know my
ASAP.
steakhouse story there. Of course you do.
You got kicked out for dumping water all over it.
That was a different place. That was in Reno.
Did you get the tomahawk?
I sent a steak back. It's the only time I've ever sent a steak back, I think. In Vegas.
Okay, so if you're gonna send a steak back, what are the what are the situations where you're allowed to send the steak back versus when you're just being a diva?
Pretty much because it was a regular steak. It was probably a ribeye or something. It wasn't a bone-in. It wasn't special, but it was very expensive because it was in Las Vegas. It was like a $90 steak.
You should not feel. I don't know if you do, but
They
you should
overcooked
not
it.
feel bad about it.
It was
Dave.
overcooked. Like it was. I'm a medium rare guy.
The more you spend on a steak,
That's
the
my
more
thought.
comfortable you should feel sending it back.
That's-
If you're paying $40+ for a steak, that's the threshold. Like, I want to give this exactly as I prefer it, and you can make that happen, man.
Unless it's completely raw, I won't send it back for being undercooked. I'll eat an undercooked steak.
Oh,
I don't care.
I don't like an undercooked steak.
I'll wash it
man.
down with my Slunk Easies.
I'm a medium boy now. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Are there any restaurants in Las Vegas that don't cook your steaks?
You just want a raw steak?
Yeah,
Foods.
I'm doing an experiment.
The Whole Foods there has a picnic table right out front.
I'll do it. I'll eat one raw meal outside of Whole Foods. If he's shown me anything, it's that like my entire life growing up, just eating little
lived a
pieces
lie.
of raw food. Like I could have easily just done that for my entire
So,
life.
I was chopping up chicken. Remember that when I texted you and I said, dude, this is a beating, this recipe?
Yeah.
I was chopping it up, raw chicken, and I was just thinking in my head, do I really need to be that careful here?
Yeah, dude, he's
The answer's yes.
He's normalized raw meat, dude.
It's
I don't even
unbelievable.
watch our cutting board anymore after I cut raw chicken.
Raw
I
chicken-
just lick it clean.
Raw chicken is by far the most disgusting of the raw.
Chicken is what he eats the least of, and I respect that. I want him to get kind of weird with his meat that he's experimenting with, though, like some rabbit maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a place where you could find that.
Is rabbit even good?
I want him
I've
to
never
get
had
into the hunter-gatherer part of his trajectory.
No,
I want him to take down like a deer and then clean it and field dress it himself and then just eat it raw.
Isn't it kind of nice though that he's supporting these local farms? He's not getting all of it from Whole Foods.
Oh, he's
Sorry.
not.
I'm just looking up steakhouses in Vegas right now.
Just make a reservation.
That's a good thing
right
to do
now.
during the middle of the pod.
The top one I found was Outback,
Let's go.
but I don't think we're gonna go there.
Let's go.
All
While
right.
Dylan makes a steakhouse. Oh, go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
No rules, just dawn. Bring back farms. Australian for farms.
So bad.
Hey,
Australian full frat.
A didgeridoo.
I'll show you a
A
kangaroo.
didgeridoo. It's called a didgeridoo. Idiot. What are we gonna do, man? Something.
Yesterday we did Dad Pod, circling Dad. Not only did we answer several questions from parents, prospective parents, new parents alike, we also did a little TV dad draft. I think I won it. I think it's safe to say I won that shit.
I think a
There's
lot
no
of
way
people
you-
privately.
I had a murderer's row.
People privately texted me like, "Wow, I did not see your draft going that way, but I love what you did with it."
I received probably 38 emails from people being like, dude, you absolutely crushed those guys.
I will say your draft was surprisingly good
Yeah, it was surprisingly not shitty.
compared to what
Damn.
you've done in other drafts. Like this was
You did have somewhat of like choosing Al Bundy first definitely shows that you're not playing a young man's game right now.
Y'all gave me Danny Tanner in the 4th round.
Yeah, that's
I don't
just,
want to reveal too much. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, that's facts,
I felt like I would be a poser because I didn't watch Full House.
I did. I was dedicated.
Oh, did you not?
Not really.
Oh man.
I know
The thing
Bob
is-
Saget, but
Like, I still think I would have gone with Uncle Jesse if I had to go with one of those two, just because like he had that absolute dime on his arm, you know?
Dude, Danny Tanner was the dad of
Yeah,
that
but how
household.
sick was it that Uncle Jesse just played guitar in the attic?
Dude, Family Man.
Do you remember when Uncle Jesse, maybe I did watch it more than I'm giving myself credit for. He invented the hairspray shield.
Yeah. Kind of
So
a
you
sick
didn't
idea.
get hairspray in your face while you were doing it in your whatever. Sounded weird.
Have mercy.
Can you imagine like in the 90s, just like you're an LA actor, it's just you're firing on all cylinders. It's 90s LA and you're just rolling around with Uncle Jesse on the weekend.
Stamos.
Like, dude, if you're rolling with Stamos in the 90s, you're untouchable.
That's a dangerous night.
Yeah.
It could be just you and him going to IHOP, and that's going to get real dangerous.
You know,
Oh.
he's got that weird belly button though, which is fine.
Dude,
you know,
honestly,
know.
it actually makes me happy that he has a weird belly button because otherwise he'd be perfect.
You're right.
Like I like that, he does have a flaw.
You're right.
I actually don't know this.
Look it up, Dave.
What, John Stamos belly button?
Yeah, show
Yeah.
me the belly button. Show me that double B.
Sounds like he might have gotten surgery on it.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's hard to say.
Oh, yeah, it's a little okay.
It's an Audi of sorts,
Belly buttons are crazy.
but still he's hella sexy.
That is just
That's facts.
straight facts.
Next week we're gonna do some more worst of stories in celebration of Valentine's Day. We'll be airing on I guess Tuesday. Send in your worst of stories, worstof@washmedia.com, or go over to Wash Media, click on the logo for worst of, and submit your stuff through that form. Whether it's a first date story, I'd love some more dating stories, or if it's just a bad weekend, whatever. We've already got some stories coming in. It's going to be a fun one. Patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast.
Do you think any of those stories will include someone who had to sprint out of a bar to projectile vomit? Was it projectile? Be honest.
I had suppressed it to the point where it wasn't totally projectile.
I'm picturing it as the vomit scene in Team America.
No, it wasn't like
in
that.
the back alley.
It wasn't like that.
He just kept going.
It's like
No, it was
6
a pretty
minutes.
tame one. Like it was just a single. It was a one-hitter throw up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could have conceivably come back from that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely could have, but there was something, I felt this weight of responsibility on me just thinking, you know what, I got a kid at home right now.
That's
And
growing
if I
up.
don't go home after throwing up, then I'm just trying to play a different game at this point.
Growing up means you realize that when you sprint out of a bar to throw up, then your night's over.
It's honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's one of the more responsible things I've done in 2022.
But if you do that in Vegas, like there's no going home.
No, I hope I puke in every
But-
bar in Vegas.
If you would have come back into the bar, it would have been like Roy Williams walking back into the locker room.
Chill out.
Or the
Y'all didn't even know I
Arkansas
threw up
coach.
until I texted you and I was like, hey, I'm in an Uber on my way
No,
home.
that's when we need you to come back in.
Did you see the Arkansas coach pop top after
I
they
did,
beat Auburn?
yeah.
It's a good move. Does he have like a cast on?
He does. That really
That kind of makes it better. Like he doesn't even need to take his shirt off.
You know how he hurt his wrist, right? Somebody tabletopped him. A couple of his players.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good gag. I
Got
like that.
him.
Let's holler at our friends over at Bird Dogs. You guys are familiar with them. Shorts, pants, joggers, everything. They got the built-in underwear that's insanely comfortable. It makes you look like you got all the cake in the world.
That's just honest. That's just no capping, straight facts.
That's not even in the copy. Like I just see Dylan wearing his Bird Dogs. I'm like, oh yeah, okay,
My butt looks
okay.
bodacious in those shorts.
I don't know
And
why.
pants.
I like swimming in them.
Oh, I know why. Because they're mad comfortable.
I feel like Hillary
Quit
Duff when I
drying.
put them on.
Ooh,
In what way?
just stupid caked up.
Just my dumpers popping.
Okay.
Honestly, I've been watching her new show, and like none of the guys on that show wear Bird Dogs. It's the chuggiest crew I've ever seen.
They're my happy hour pants. They're my golf pants. They're my discoteca pants.
There you go. They also stole Lululemon's designer. These things are
Dude.
perfect for doing literally anything: beach, brunch, golf, pool, working out, whatever.
I'll say it. They're my steakhouse pants.
They should have just hired their designer instead of stealing their designer, but
They offered him a contract afterward, him or her.
oh, good.
Said
So-
designer.
So the designer is being compensated.
Correct.
Oh, great.
No, I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay.
Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code STEAM, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle tip football. Remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs that whistle when you throw them? The footballs you can literally throw a mile. Yeah, we're talking about those ones. It's a must-have for any football season. That's birddogs.com, promo code STEAM, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle tip football with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off. We promise you. Elon Musk is trying to make people come on cue.
I don't like Q.
Really?
I don't like the Q message boards and all that. I think they've harmed this country, but I don't know if I would do that. That's a little weird.
Oh, David.
Like, how many things does Elon Musk have his hands in at this point?
Okay, he's being somewhat wronged by headlines, and to be fair, we would have absolutely back in the day made this the star of the show because it is very clickable.
This website is pure trash.
I put in
90% of
Are you
websites.
kidding?
I usually put links to everything we talk about. I usually put some reference links in the rundown. And today with this one, I actually made sure that I put in a link that had the most pop-ups humanly possible.
It's the Neuralink.
I have an ad blocker on this browser for this purpose exactly, and I still had like a million ads pop up. This is great.
They probably made $50 off my one single click so far.
This says billionaire Elon Musk has two wildly ambitious goals: to establish a permanent human colony on Mars and to create a technology that links human brains with artificial intelligence. Of Musk's two futuristic dreams, it's the second one that has the most potential to change humanity. While most of the early publicity about Neuralink, the SpaceX entrepreneur's brain-to-computer interface, has focused on its potential to unlock the lives of people living with severe paralysis by allowing to control robotic arms and even one day entire exoskeletons, the
Nice.
technology would change the way for the rest of us to communicate, learn, and have sex. Which is when the coming on cue
This is
starts
happening.
Yeah.
In our children's lifetime, this will be somewhat normal.
Don't get me wrong. In terms of, people with disabilities, people who might need that help, by all means,
Thank you, Will.
make the chip happen.
Hey,
Do we need to be coming on cue?
Okay, but more than one researcher has explored the idea of stimulating the brain's pleasure centers directly, allowing people to do without drugs or alcohol to achieve pleasurable sensations. Dr. Stuart Malloy developed a device in 2001, playfully dubbed the Orgasmatron.
you got to come up with a better name.
I don't
It can't
know.
sound like the Trey Parker movie.
I think it's pretty straightforward, and now I'm intrigued. It sounds like a joke from Austin Powers. The Orgasmatron.
I don't want to be able to just do
1
that on
million
demand.
orgasms.
I want to
That was
come on
terrible.
demand.
Well, here's a question. It has nothing to do with coming.
Come in on command.
Would this type of technology, could it simulate drug use without you actually doing the drug?
Yes.
I
I say that emphatically.
Because I think that would be the way I might want to do it. It's like, oh, wait, so we could see what it's like to be on like a severe mushroom trip, and then you can just turn it off real quick when you start freaking out. That'd be kind of fun for like a night.
It would be
Just drink
kind of
coffee.
I guess you could just do that with like VR goggles, right? But it just isn't, it's not the same when you don't have the possibility of like, tweaking out and not getting away from
Were
it.
y'all VR Troopers guys or Power Ranger guys or neither?
I was a
Neither.
Power Ranger guy on the low, but they had a bad reputation
Go,
around
go,
our
Power
school. And so I
Rangers.
didn't really like saying that I was one because then you would get made fun of.
VR Troopers was such a knockoff.
I didn't mess with either of them.
VR Troopers was the Burger King of fighting masked futuristic people.
Dave, unfortunately, I have bad news for you. I've never even heard of VR Troopers. This is something
I
I'm not
haven't
familiar
either.
with.
Randy, have you? Okay,
Dude,
Randy.
this-
I guess I'll fuck off, Randy.
I'm Googling
You
it
want
right
me to leave? I'll leave.
Wait, so these came after the Power Rangers.
Yeah, they were shit.
Yeah, this sucks. No offense, Dave. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't into them.
Oh, okay. Were you a Power Ranger guy?
Not really, but I was aware of them. I was aware of their existence.
We had a couple kids in our class during that time period who were super into Power Rangers, and they weren't exactly the most popular kids in class, and they always got just dragged for liking the Power Rangers and being them for Halloween and stuff like that. And I always just felt bad because I was like, man, I identify with you, but like also, I'm trying to like be cool with my boys.
Man, you sold them out.
I did. But like we're Facebook friends now. It's cool. Are you guys Facebook friends?
Do you ever get drunk and like start thinking about it and like open up a Facebook Messenger and like think about reaching out to like apologize for bullying them for being Power Ranger fans?
I never did any of the bullying, David. In fact, one of these people still reaches out to me via Facebook Messenger to this day.
Hey, love the pod. Love what you guys are doing over there.
How do you guys make money?
But seriously though,
Yeah.
I've got a podcast idea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You guys should get Donald Trump on.
This chip could allow you to feel what your partner's sexual pleasure feels like.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What if I'm hella mid in the sack?
I got news. Well,
She already knows that, I think.
That'd be so depressing if you were like, all right, I'm gonna find out how good I am. And you're like, oh, this is my performance this
This guy
entire time?
stinks.
Like
What?
that oh.
what she sees,
POV.
what she feels.
Dylan, you're.
What do you think,
I can
Dylan?
see you like want one of these. You just don't want to admit it.
Why does he want to set up a colony on Mars so badly?
I
It's
don't
not
know.
going to
He
happen.
wants the human race to live on.
It's not
after
gonna
we
happen.
Ruin this planet.
We will
Have you
never
not
live on
seen Don't
Mars.
Look Up?
We'll never live on Mars.
Did you learn nothing from the Academy Award nominee?
I don't have the ambition that Elon Musk has to save humanity. Obviously, like what's the point? It's not going to happen. It's not going to work.
What's the point of saving humanity?
He's not going to.
I
He's
don't
never.
know.
He's never going to live on Mars.
Hey,
It's just not happening. So what's the point?
somewhat Elon Musk related. Did y'all? There's a. I don't know what that is.
Dave, you have a woman holding a very large dildo on your screen.
It's
right
in the
now.
same
Is this an
article.
ad?
It's
What
an
do you
article
want,
you
Davey?
literally linked to.
I know, but like, why is this photo so big on this website?
I don't know
The
because
Daily Star is trash.
That website. That's the worst website in America.
Sorry, that made you sound like you were doing something pervy. Like, no, Dave is just catching
it's
strays from a
fair.
trash website.
Did y'all? Anybody happen to catch the documentary on the soccer team, the Thailand soccer team who were trapped in the caves for like 14 days or whatever it was?
No.
I watched the trailer.
Well, let me say, first of all, it's a great documentary. And here's the Elon Musk connection. The guy who sued Elon Musk because Elon Musk called him a pedophile is in the movie. That's not really a storyline, but that is a thing that happened. And I forgot.
Why did
that-
Musk sell him out like that?
Elon wanted to send over some like submarine thing that he was going to build or had already built, and they were like, no, that doesn't work for this, and they got into a back and forth, and it ended with Elon just completely dragging that man's name by calling him that. And I don't know what the outcome of that litigation was.
What was it? What was the name called based on? Was he actually one, or
No, I don't think so.
or is it just like Kanye saying Pete Davidson has AIDS, just to like stick it to him?
Well, no. We don't know if Pete Davidson doesn't.
We don't know, but I assume he doesn't have AIDS.
Yeah,
I think he just saying he looks kind of AIDSy.
just looks sickly.
Yeah, I think that was the
I don't know
dig
if we're
there.
doing AIDS.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to call people like looking AIDSy, but
He looks sickly.
he does.
He does.
He looks like he.
Elon Musk won that defamation case. Just wanted to put that
Oh,
out
good.
there. Probably cost that guy a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't. I'm sure it didn't throw a wrench in that guy's life for a significant period of time.
He said it was meant to be an insult, not a statement of fact, which, okay.
In my ranking
Thanks,
of
Elon.
people that I want to call me a pedophile in the future, Elon Musk and other people that are the richest people in the world are very low on that list. You don't want the most famous people in the world calling you a pedophile on Twitter.
But they've got the deepest pockets. So if you are able to.
Yeah, but they probably have better lawyers than me.
Or
No,
you
dude,
could
look at me.
subscribe to
I'll
the-
represent you.
Okay.
You could subscribe to the no publicity is bad publicity thing. So if they're talking about you, it just can't be the worst thing ever.
Which, just like the, I'll tell you bad publicity when you're the Island Boys.
Yeah.
That was bad publicity.
Here's the thing: like when you get your house raided, normally you don't want a murder charge to get like unearthed.
Best case scenario, it's MTV with a camera crew and they're raiding your room.
Are
Yeah.
they,
Well, they grab you and they throw you on a bus.
And you just sit there and you're like, oh no,
Room raid.
they're gonna find my nudie magazines.
are they on the hook for aiding and abetting?
If I don't think so, but maybe.
They're the Island Boys, man.
Look at you. Look
Those
at
guys
you.
don't know what's going on.
Look at the brains on Dorn.
I fucking need to see their courtroom
I'm
fits.
basically a lawyer, honestly. Their courtroom fit.
hmm
I don't think they're gonna have to. Well, they may have to testify. I don't know. I haven't really. I just saw the headline, so I'm just talking out of my.
Wait, they're gonna testify?
I'm talking out of my dumper.
They're gonna show up in the spot looking extra fly?
I'm just spitting that booty chatter.
What? You're not an island boy, dude.
I'm the most island boy here. What are you talking
What
about?
what makes you the most islandy island boy?
I got tan skin.
It's true. It does look like you've been sitting on a beach.
That's right. Dude,
You
I
are wearing
sip-
shorts right now.
You're putting off
exactly.
poser vibes.
I sip Mai Tais and shit. What do you know?
I think I know a thing or two about a Mai Tai. I think
This guy went to Pool Burger yesterday.
What's in a Mai Tai? I don't even know.
I had a ginger beer last night with my burger. How do you guys feel about that?
The occasional ginger beer is fantastic.
They were like, here it is. They said on the table, and I was like, you know what? You get me a glass of that crushed ice over there, maybe a lime wedge.
Damn.
And suddenly your boy was just catching a vibe at Pool Burger.
Dude, you caught a serious wave there.
That's
didn't
what's
you?
up. Yeah. Yeah, it was
All
dope.
right, you know what? I take it back. You're the most islandy.
I don't know if I am. I might be. I will say this. Unless I have a disability that's stopping me from doing things, I don't think there's ever a time in my life where I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to get the Neuralink. I just have no desire.
What if you don't have a choice?
Oh, that's a good question, Dave. We are living in a Black Mirror thing.
We are living in a Black Mirror thing.
Wasn't it Elon who said this is all just a simulation anyway?
I've been having
That's a
more
lot
and
of
more
people.
simulation vibes lately from the world.
Would part of the simulation be us recognizing that we're in a simulation?
I feel like every
That's-
time we talk about being in a simulation, all the people that are doing the simulation are like,
They
okay,
scramble.
we got to batten down the hatches right now. They're on to us.
Simulation, not living.
Weird, man.
We could be. We'll never
We're
know.
not. No, this is real shit, man.
How do you know?
Guys, dude, I used to know, man.
It freaked me out when Elon said that we were possibly living in one because I was like, okay.
I did watch
like,
The
because
Matrix the other day.
This guy's smarter than I am,
Was
and he
it,
says
was
that.
it terrible?
No, the first Matrix is fucking one of the best movies of 19 whatever.
Between this, the documentaries, the series you're certified a binge boy.
Yes, it's true. I have been known to binge watch shows. Now, if you're not familiar with binging, it's when you watch like multiple episodes in a row because it's so good, you just can't stop. That's TV Dave.
You got to watch Dope Sick next, dude.
Stop.
I'm tired of recommending this to
Stop
you.
recommending me shows or that character, TV Dave, will become a reoccurring guest, and nobody wants that.
Dude, Michael Keaton?
I do like Michael Keaton. You ever dance the devil in the pale moonlight?
I haven't.
He's by
Yeah,
far
it shows.
Michael Keaton by far the best Batman ever.
I think some people would disagree with
Nah.
that.
You're a Clooney guy, I get it.
It's Robert Pattinson. Our Pat is definitely the GOAT.
Batman's DC, right, Randy? So I won't see him in any of these Marvel.
Yeah, is that why they call you DC Rough?
what are we doing now?
Oh, you guys hear about this woman who got removed from American Airlines flight because of her nut allergy? She's allergic to nuts.
Is this another Daily Star link?
No.
I can't handle
Why are
another
we
one of
just
these.
we're combing just the worst websites?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I close this Daily Star?
If it lets
tab?
you, it might like glitch out your entire processor.
They already asked to enable cookies or whatever.
The only reason I find this story entertaining is because I just keep imagining it being an I Think You Should Leave skit where it says, woman with nut allergy thrown off American Airlines flight because flight attendants claim they are contractually obliged to serve hot mixed nuts in first and business class. Now,
How severe is this nut allergy?
Why do they? Nut allergies can kill people.
I
yeah,
know,
David.
but if the person next to you is eating nuts, is
Oh, I
that
don't know.
enough to like?
Because we talked about the Texas Roadhouse situation. And if
Yeah.
someone with a nut allergy just stumbled
Roadhouse.
into one and they just like, their lungs
Hey,
just like
Make
closed
that
up on them.
reservation for Vegas. Let's go to Roadhouse.
Okay. Why
They do have a Rainforest Cafe in Las Vegas,
Why-
just FYI.
do they contractually have to serve nuts to the, why can't they just be like, I don't want the nuts. Like it might kill
I
me.
have to serve you the nuts.
This is such a weird headline.
Where's the nuts? Where
we
are
actually
they?
have to give you the nuts.
Have you ever had the hot nuts on a flight?
No.
I've only had it once.
Okay, are they hot temperature wise or spicy wise?
Temperature wise, they're
Okay.
warm.
Whoa,
they're
whoa,
warm
whoa.
nuts.
Why did what's? I didn't know that was even an option.
I was blessed with taking a business class flight, and it was the only time I've ever been served them.
Hey,
What's the damage?
there it is. What was the damage?
Would that set you back?
No comment.
You still paying it off?
No comment. I'm pleading the fifth.
Hey, I'll just say it. I'm a room temperature nut guy.
I don't know. The hot nuts did taste pretty good. But if you're one of the people that like pays for that business or first class thing and you see this lady throwing a fit about not doing the warm nuts, are you like, no, get her off the flight. I want my warm nuts.
Oh, was she asking that no one have the nuts?
That's what
around
I
her?
assumed. So she said American Airlines made me feel like my health and safety made me feel like my health and safety and that others with severe food allergies is not important. I have no control over my nut allergy and the danger it prevents in my life. Like I assume other people were getting them. She might just have a really severe one.
You know, it actually it's kind of surprising to me that I think some airlines don't do nuts anymore on flights, but like you would think that everyone would kind of be headed that direction. Example, Parks at school, like he can't bring like peanut products to school because kids there
Could
have
he not bring a
allergies.
PB&J?
If the peanut
It's like
butter
a
is
staple.
if the peanut butter is contained between two pieces of bread with jelly on either side and you're just eating it yourself, why can't you eat that? Like just make it happen.
I don't know.
Did this many people always have nut allergies, or has it
No.
skyrocketed
Actually,
I
because
don't-
of food sensitivity stuff in the last 20 years?
I've wondered that so many times. I
Not
don't
one
know.
kid ever had any issue in our high school or middle
I've-
school or anything about nut allergies.
I have been told by sources it's the 5G towers. They're just making everybody go nut wild.
I didn't even
get
hear about
that.
nut allergies until like 10 years ago, I think.
I have one friend who has a nut allergy, and I respect that. But like, that's the only person I've ever known who has a severe nut allergy.
Yeah.
I know people with seafood allergies.
And if I couldn't eat nuts, I'd be in a bad mood all the time. I love nuts, man. Big
Chill.
nut guy.
I feel like I could do without nuts.
Randy, mark that.
I do like nuts. I'm a
Peanut
big
butter,
walnut
almond
guy.
butter.
Oh, peanut butter's true.
Peanut butter and almond butter would be the hard part for me. But everything
Ooh.
else, like when I get candy and there's nuts in it, normally I don't eat it.
Oh yeah, Dylan, you famously told us you eat peanut butter every day.
I've had peanut butter already today
Me too.
in a smoothie.
Same. Guess what? It didn't fill me up. I'm kind of borderline hangry.
And I had a little protein bar that had peanut butter in it.
What kind of protein bar?
Orgain. They're very good.
A little pricey.
Wow. What was the damage on a box of those?
I don't remember. Get them off Amazon.
So what happened? What's the outcome?
I don't know. She's like probably nothing.
Does she have to? Somebody with a severe nut allergy, they have to carry an EpiPen, maybe. You know the EpiPen that
Yeah.
you put it in. I used to have to carry one in my car for allergy shots.
There's a pin in your thigh.
I was always like, dude, would I be able to do it? Jab it into my little tiny thigh. This is before I had monster quads. The kind of quads Dylan dreams about.
Do you dream about quads?
I mean, no. I wish my quads were thicker, absolutely, but I don't dream about them. No.
I've been having some fucked up dreams lately.
Tell us about it, man.
Oh man, it's too much. It's too much.
You ever have a nut dream?
Like wet dream?
No, like a dream about nuts. Like Dylan loves fucking nuts.
I love
Gross.
fucking nuts. I just like to eat them.
You said you couldn't live without them.
I just like to eat them.
Would you rather be allergic to nuts or seafood? Shellfish.
Seafood, since I eat it, so I don't eat it very, regularly. It's like a 2 times a month thing for me.
I'd choose nuts.
Me too.
I love nuts, man.
I think I eat both of. I mean, I'm not eating like good seafood all the time, but like
I
I
do love
probably
seafood.
I probably eat the same. I probably have the same amount of instances of eating nuts every week as opposed to eating seafood every week. Not that many. I'm not a big nut guy.
I want to say scallops for 15 days straight.
Why would you do that?
Scallopalooza. It's a very wild time in my life.
Scally
I
Dave?
normally don't talk about it, but yeah. They're calling me the scallywag.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you at that time of your life.
They used
Well,
to call
yeah, I
Dylan the
was
Scally
hospitalized.
Schwag.
I was hospitalized for many weeks. Iodine poisoning.
It is such a flex that Jeremy Piven, had to quit like a play because he just had too many. He ate sushi too much. That's the most like bougie LA shit I've ever heard.
Wait, he does plays?
Yeah, apparently. So I didn't know this until I started researching this headline. For some reason, I just was thinking about it a couple weeks ago. And I guess he grew up in a kind of a theatrical family, and so his actual
thespian.
roots have to do with actual plays and stuff as opposed to television.
Huh.
Lloyd.
I'm more of a PCU guy. Did you ever see PCU?
No, what's that?
It's one of the all-time Jeremy Piven movies.
You've seen PCU.
You've seen it?
Of course.
What's PC? Is that stand for something?
David Spade's in it.
I don't know what this.
Politically correct university. It's like a 90s college movie.
Dude, is this like a frat movie?
Yeah, but not yeah.
They didn't make their money back on this one. Budget was $8 million and the box office for about 4.3.
Yeah, but it's a real cult classic.
Ah.
Cults love it.
Like Heaven's Gate cult?
No, like Hale Bopp comic cult. Is
That's
that
Heaven's Gate. Yeah, I think that's Heaven's Gate. I was kind of fucking with their vibe for a little bit. But I was also pretty young and I liked applesauce.
Weren't they in the all whites?
They hit
Wimbledon out?
they hit him. Yeah, they hit him with the all the same sneakers, same Johns right there.
It's sick. You got to get a squad that'll John up.
If your cult leader is like, "Hey, we're all eating applesauce," you got to eat the applesauce. You can't be the one not eating applesauce.
What are y'all talking about?
We're bringing the Heaven's Gate cult back.
That was kind of sick.
I was in California when they died. I was really creeped
Dude,
out.
that's crazy. That could have been you.
But it was just weird seeing it on local news being like, oh, this is a little too close.
Is that
Dude,
the one where they all had the same tennis shoes on?
Mm-hmm.
Where have you been the
Yeah.
last minute and a half?
He's reading about Neuralink.
I was reading. No,
He's
I
putting
was
his
reading-
down payment down for a
I was
Neuralink.
reading about this woman's nut allergy. Anyway, yeah, that was some weird ass shit, man.
Yeah, we kind of covered it.
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, that's crazy. I've been to California as well. I never really thought of that. And those people, that happened there. That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm going to post an Instagram of me in California
Dude,
8 years ago.
remember
I've
when-
also been to Waco,
Dude,
by the way.
do you remember when Notre Dame burned down? Dude, I was.
Don't tell me you were there. at
Dude,
one
I went
point.
to Paris in 2004.
Dude, you could. That's not that far removed.
Dude, no, you know how 9/11 happened in New York City? I went to New York City in like 2019.
What?
It's crazy.
Wow.
Are we gonna get shit for this? Oh well, no, we've done this, but we've done this.
No, and
before.
everyone makes fun of those people. Like, oh my god, like
I was just.
I studied
there.
abroad there and
Yeah.
spent a
months
long
ago.
weekend there.
Yeah, guess who was there? People who actually died were there when it happened.
Yeah,
how about we
shut
focus on?
up.
How about we focus on those people?
Like, here's a picture of me like doing a peace sign in front of like.
If you look in the background, you can see the Twin Towers. It's way in the distance. See them? Yeah. See, I was
Yeah,
close. Sick.
Oh man, my cousin lives there.
Oh, is your cousin okay?
Yeah, they actually don't live there anymore.
living like a suburb.
But dude, they could have been there.
Oh.
That's crazy. I actually had driven by that place a week prior.
Fuck, are you serious?
That's yeah. It just makes you think.
Damn, I had nuts in first class one time. That could have been me.
First class,
Dude, I could have had
nuts
I-
I could have had an allergy and I could have died.
But you do, wait, what? To be clear, you don't have the allergy,
What?
right?
Dude, I saw like a plane crash recently. Like, I fly.
We need to
Oh,
do
that's
the
right.
I fly.
Wait, I've seen you fly. That's right.
Dude, I saw a fender bender out there earlier today. Like, dude, I drive a car.
Those people have to make it about themselves. Dude. What are they doing?
Serious question. What was the outcome of this? Is she suing?
She's got kicked
No,
off the
she
flight.
didn't. She hasn't even contacted American Airlines. She just did a tweet thread and complained about it. Like, contact them, lady.
Love a good tweet thread.
I've enjoyed people using the thread emoji lately for their tweet threads. I don't
Dude,
know why. It's
worst-
very chuggy.
It took me a while to figure out what that was.
Mhm.
Worst
It's a
job of-
spool. My spool.
Worst job of all time is a social media person for an airline.
Dude, the people that respond to like Southwest DMs and stuff, they have to hate their lives.
They have to. And people just air them out publicly.
Yeah.
No one's ever like, hey, Delta, thanks for the awesome flight today. It's never that. It's like, hey, why the
Hey,
hell are you canceling?
You really flew the shit out of our plane
You
today.
ruined my family's vacation.
We got
I'm
there
gonna start-
4 minutes early.
I'm gonna start publicly complimenting my airlines. Like, wow, I had a very superior flight today at Southwest.
Hey,
Thank you.
These pretzels were absolutely hitting today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
These nuts were busting.
dude. Yeah, no delays.
We got more mileage out of those two stories than I really thought.
Yeah,
would.
we did. That was good.
I was
Yeah,
a little worried.
yeah. You know what else you can get mileage out of? You ever heard this Nutrafol stuff? Some of you out there might be having some scalp issues, maybe some hair issues. I don't know. Maybe you have some visible scalp showing up a little bit. I get worried about this all the time. I've had thick, luscious hair my entire life. I just turned 35. And as you know, a lot of men at the age of 35, it starts to decline a little bit, Dylan.
35 is about when I started to notice my hair thinning a little bit up front.
Well, I got a package in the mail recently. And when I opened it, my wife said, "What? You got Nutrafol?"
She knew about it already.
She knew about it already. And she's like, "You're doing that?" She was like all excited about it. And I was like, "Yeah, let's ride."
I had to
She
hide
wants-
mine because my wife was trying to steal. I was like, no,
No,
this
no.
is this is D-man.
See ya.
Sally wants daddy to have some thick
Bye
hair.
bye. What?
Why
Will
you-
said something, or Dylan said something.
What'd you say?
Sally wanted daddy to have thicker hair.
Facts.
Your daddy in this scenario.
Facts. I'm a dad. Yeah. Fritz was born 420.
I started taking this.
Yeah. How's it working
Wow,
out for
that's
you?
a big announcement.
I'm into it so far.
I'll say it. I am also taking it,
Are you?
and let me tell you, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm getting compliments on my hair.
I believe it. I am too, and I like how it's projecting at this point. Takes a few months before you really start to see results, though.
But when it does pop, it pops heavy.
That's correct.
When it comes to thinning hair, you no longer have to choose between natural remedies and those that work. There's a holistic solution for men that promotes both healthier hair and whole body wellness without drugs or prescriptions. There are 5 root causes for thinning hair. No pun intended with the root talk there. Get it? Nutrafol is the hair supplement that goes beyond genetics to target stress, hormones, nutrition, metabolism, and environmental factors that may be impacting your hair. It's clinically shown to improve hair growth, thickness, and visible scalp coverage without compromise. 21 potent natural ingredients that support sex drive, better sleep, and less stress too. So
All
what you're
3
telling
of those things sound
you're telling me that I have
fantastic.
the possibility of not only getting a thicker head of hair, but increasing my sex drive, getting better sleep, and less stress? Sign me up.
That's what it says right here. Well,
That's
yeah.
facts. You can now grow. Oh, and they also are trusted by more than 1,500 top doctors. That's pretty darn good. In a clinical study, men showed progressive improvement in hair growth and thickness after 3 and 6 months. You're on your grind when you're doing that. You too can grow thicker hair, healthier hair, and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering promo code CIRCLING to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time, plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code CIRCLING. Golf news.
Let's talk Morgan Hoffman. You hear about this guy?
Should I have known like more about him beforehand? That's the question. I recognize the name.
I did not remember him at all.
I recognize the name, but I think it was just one of those things that you just see on the leaderboard and then you just keep your eyes scrolling down.
I think when most people hear the name Hoffman, they think Charlie.
Hell yeah, you have to. He's the man.
His Thursday and Fridays at Augusta are unparalleled.
Every major.
And then moving day happens.
Yeah.
And he moves the wrong way.
He moves out.
That's no shot at Charlie.
It kind of is.
It is, but there's a lot of good players out there.
What's with that head tilt he does when he hits? You notice that?
No.
Look for it. That's he watches it like that.
This guy's in a position to question people's swings.
I'm like, no, it's not a swing. It's his head tilt after he swings. He's watching it fly.
Maybe he's pimping it.
Just look for it. All right. Anyway, Morgan Hoffman.
You would know him he was on the Okie State Ricky Fowler squad.
Okay.
So he was very, very good. He was a beast. I think he was like #1 amateur in the world at one time. Oh yeah, the first line of the story was a world #1 amateur. So I think I'm safe in saying that. But this story was sent to us no less than 25,000 times because Morgan Hoffman is now living in Costa Rica. Why is that significant?
Well, he was diagnosed with a type of
Muscular dystrophy.
Yes. And it greatly affected, of course, his body, but it slowed his swing down and he kind of lost his edge on the golf course.
He was losing muscle mass.
And decided to do something about it and turned his back on Western medicine, Dave, something you're a big fan of. I think we all are. I'm just,
Can I read some highlights from this story?
What? Yes.
First and foremost, he got his pilot's license, which doesn't really have a lot of weight in this story, but that's just dope. And I wanted to make it.
He did that before.
He would fly himself to tournaments.
That's sweet. Like objectively, if you're a professional golfer who flies, didn't Arnie do that for a little bit?
He did.
Look at me.
Well, you read the article.
It's in the story.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. It is a lengthy.
I kind of skipped ahead to the fun parts.
It's a lengthy read.
I knew Arnold Palmer did it because he's one of the dopest pictures ever taken is him with his bag on his arm walking away from a private plane. All-time flex. Next, he embarked on a raw diet, no processed foods, nothing in a package, nothing cooked. So he's doing a little raw meat experiment for himself.
Not meat though, right?
No, I guess not.
No animal products.
That's just lame.
Potential slonkers. No, if it's an animal byproduct, which slonkers are.
He's not in the slonk game, Davey.
Okay, I didn't know. I said this earlier. When I see raw diet, I immediately think to raw meat guy. Like, oh, this guy's just taking bites out of grass-fed ribeyes and washing them down with some slonkers. Why did I say it like that?
Slonkarooskies? During a 17-day period, Hoffman ate only grapes, roughly 800 a day. This is when he was living in Jupiter, Florida.
I love grapes. I don't know if I could do 800 a day, though.
Grapes are a
guy
food
as well. Deadly for dogs. Be careful. It's toxic.
They're toxic.
One time, Randy ate a raisin, and I called the vet's office. I said, hey, should I bring him in? It was a Friday night. They're like, yeah, you better. I brought him in, and literally the people working are like, he had one raisin. He's like a 90-pound dog. He's fine. I was like, well, all right, well, I'll go fuck off.
I could eat 800 grapes a day.
That's a lot of grapes.
I don't get
dog.
full on grapes, dude.
Have you had the cotton candy grape?
Yeah, I they're a nice mixing grape for me, but I'm just a classic green grape boy.
I'm a red seedless. That's my jam.
Really?
I fuck with them heavy.
They also note in this that after missing 6 cuts in a row at the beginning of 2018, with his swing speed having dropped below 110, I mean, it's kind of where I live.
That
You're
is
down there.
definitely my playing field.
He decided to take a break from the game and headed to the mountains of Nepal, where he spent 90 days living off the grid. This is where he first encountered urine therapy, an ancient treatment that can involve drinking one's urine, rubbing it all over the body, and of personal interest, the gums.
So
Upon
he's doing pee gummies.
Look, I just feel like you shouldn't drink your urine. That's just how I feel personally.
How do you feel about massaging it into your gums?
I feel pretty poor about that as well.
This is weird, but I feel worse rubbing it into my gums than I do just straight up drinking.
If I had the choice of drinking it or rubbing it into my gums, I'm drinking it every single time.
Because if I'm already putting it in my mouth, I may as well give it a little chuggaroo.
This is a thing that these types do.
Did you guys ever drink
These types, who are you talking about?
People who like go off to the jungle and live off the land and don't have cell phones and shit and do
Wow,
ayahuasca.
You're painting them all with the drink their own piss brush.
But I said some of them, not all of them. Some of these types like to drink their pee-pee. Not your boy.
He's backtracking.
Okay.
So it took me. There's a lot in this. A lot. Like Dylan said, it's a very long article. Did it surprise you that he had to go to so many doctors before he was correctly diagnosed with muscular dystrophy?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not giving medical advice. We're not doctors, but I mean, he went to many doctors around the country, like specialists, and no one knew what was up because he said he lost his pec. His pec muscle went away, which is very scary, especially if you're an athlete. And then finally he got the diagnosis, and then he decided to go to Costa Rica.
Keep drinking his piss.
Well, the piss drinking did precede the ayahuasca.
He did do a 10-day urine cleanse. No food, no water, just a cup of urine in the morning and the evening.
No food, no water, just vibes and piss.
The worst 10-day stretch imaginable.
Would you rather vibe out in Nepal or Costa Rica?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica's
I
cool.
don't know.
Man.
Nepal's kind of chill.
Nah, Costa Rica.
Dude, I don't know.
You haven't been to either one.
In Costa Rica, the next door neighbor is a kung fu
You know where
master
I've
from
been.
Spain who rides around town in his robe on a horse with a sword on his hip and a joint in his mouth. Quote, "It's like his uniform," Hoffman says. "It's hilarious." The kung fu master's property and the Hoffman's house are separated by a 1-kilometer driveway that runs straight uphill. That might be my favorite part of the entire story.
So I underestimated how much of a retreat from normal society Costa Rican has become for like people who I guess have the funds to do it.
How much does it cost to like spend like a significant amount of time in Costa Rica? I think we might need to I think we should set a date in like the future, maybe 2 or 3 years from now, where we all just take a month or two off and we force ourselves to go do something with no communication with one another.
Absolutely not.
Why?
I can't leave the grid.
Sabbatical me, daddy.
The grid makes me comfortable.
You're just a cog in the machine.
He would take the blue pill.
Yeah. What's up with you? You want to be in a simulation, don't you?
No, I don't want to be in a simulation. I just like technology and food and air conditioning, stuff like that. I don't know.
Soft. People will become soft.
That's true.
You can just do it at your house. You don't have to leave. You can just like not talk to us for 2 months.
Lots of people are in this ayahuasca jam though, man.
What if Dylan got off? What if we finally convinced Dylan to go off the grid for 2 months and then he came back on and saw that we had recorded 2 months worth of podcast behind his back the entire time?
He's so fucked up.
We sold out? Like,
would you guys do ayahuasca?
no, the duration's too long. I don't need like a 48-hour or 24-hour, whatever it is, experience.
Oh, that's how long it
I like to
lasts?
get in, get out, be tactical. Yeah, it's like an all-day thing.
Yeah. I would have done it if I would have had an opportunity to do it. That was a very like easy opportunity. Like everything's taken care of. I know that it's legit, easy to do. And I was single at the time. I think I would have entertained it. But now that I have like a wife and a kid, I don't think it makes sense for me.
It scares me. There's no way I could. I would never do
What
it.
if you came back and you just didn't like your kid?
Dude,
You're just,
Yeah,
I don't like you
it
anymore.
like rewires people's brains and shit. They come out of it thinking completely differently about things.
yeah, and like honestly, I feel like I have my priorities pretty in order at this point, and I don't know if I need to shuffle the deck. Like I think I'm pretty
Wow.
good.
This dude's brain is fully optimized. That's
It's not fully
sick.
optimized, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think I need to throw a wrench in what's currently happening because I'm
Yeah.
kind of settled right now.
It's
Yeah.
not for everybody.
I'm
I think-
afraid of how I would come out of it for sure.
Did you read about his ayahuasca experience?
I
Tell
did.
tell Daddy
He
about
saw
it.
visions.
The ceiling disappeared. I could see all the stars. It was the clearest thing ever. Out of nowhere, this 40-foot butterfly, this 40-foot geometric butterfly comes up on my left side, and under it flies a little moth. They start feeding me this huge vine. And in this see-through vine, you could see nature being pumped into me like gasoline leaves, dirt, full trees, berries in my mouth. Some energy forced me to open my mouth, and I could not close it for the life of me. I tried for an hour and a half. The moth pulls the vine out of me, and suddenly this huge elephant appears. The elephant in the room.
That was pretty good.
Elephant.
The elephant squats down, drops one of the biggest Mondo dumps I've ever seen.
Didn't
That
say
part didn't happen, no.
What about the part where the black stuff leaves his mouth? Where he's like, you get to that part?
No, I didn't. The black smoke started pouring out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Jet black. The shaman next to me said he saw it. Felt like the disease was coming out of me.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
That was the muscular dystrophy leaving his body.
Symbolically, maybe. I don't know if that's how it works. But hey, who am I to tell Morgan Hoffman what to do or what happened?
There's also
His experience.
a golf course, I think it said 90 kilometers away from his residence where he practices. He wants to get back in the game.
So he has he has 3 starts this year, I think, that he can do, and his injury exemption's up on the tour. That's a lot of pressure, but it seems like he doesn't really care either way. Apparently, he was pretty good with his finances. He's invested in the clothing brand
Grayson.
He's done quite well for himself.
Surprised they even dropped the bag on this pod, honestly.
Are you sure they weren't on Man Outfitters?
You're thinking of Grayers.
Grayer.
Yep. Sorry, dog. No.
Nah, fool.
I mean,
I'm pulling for the guy, man.
so you could never see yourself ever like, you know, let's say Washed Media 10 years from now, like we got bought out, you know, we made a bunch of money that we can comfortably, like maybe you made some investments and you can kind of take some time off. Well, you wouldn't take time off and go try to like do a little of this like heady shit.
Absolutely not.
No, not with a kid.
I would like buy a house in the mountains and ski and shit like that.
What if you could take Rhodesman with you and you did a summer somewhere where you just kind of like went off the grid for the summer with the fam and you had a yoga journey every morning and you just try to eat food that you were harvesting yourself. I feel like that would be kind of fun for a little
And
bit.
drink your pee-pee.
It'd be a little
Do
like
I have to drink pee-pee?
you don't have to drink pee. No.
I'll be honest. If you told me that there is a scenario where drinking pee-pee, if it gave you, like, let's say, like, I don't know, it had some health benefit that was like really, really dope, like helped you like put on muscle real quick or something, or burn fat. There's a scenario where I would consider it, drinking pee.
Stop. I'm not doing it. I have no desire.
You'd be the pee-pee guy.
Yeah, once you drink
I'd be the
piss, you're
Jack
Just don't
pee-pee
tell
guy.
anybody about it.
I'm not telling y'all.
once you drink
Y'all
your
just have to
pee, you're the
wonder why
pee
I'm jacked.
drinker.
Like, dude, Dave's jacked like overnight. What's
Once
he
we
been doing?
find out
Drinking
that you were-
piss?
that you
Yeah,
were
but
chugging
now I
pee-pee.
know that if you start getting jacked out of nowhere, I'm gonna be like, he started drinking his piss.
Ah, damn it. Dave's on that pee-pee shit right now.
I'm just gonna assume all the jacked dudes at Lifetime are just drinking piss.
I do assume they're all on the juice.
Next time I'm in the sauna with a bunch of dudes, like ripped dudes, I'm be like, so who's had their piss today?
You guys doing the pee-pee thing?
You guys heard about this? To
Well,
be clear, he did not do it for muscle mass. I don't really know it doesn't really get into the science, the thinking behind drinking pee. I just some kind of Nepalese.
I think later in the article, whoever wrote it was talking about how there's no like scientific evidence that drinking urine helps you in any way.
Sounds like that
whatsoever.
guy's a shill for Big Pharma.
Yeah,
Maybe.
He does hit our
Big
our
piss
guy
needs
Morgan.
to get their guy out there talking.
The guy who interviewed
it.
him talked about how his gums were receding because he dipped a bunch in like high school, college, or whatever.
TFM.
And then Hoffman was like, well, if you just swish pee-pee around in your mouth like every day, it'll fix that very quickly.
Yeah.
Which
I'm gonna need a little bit more than that to put the pee
You gotta-
in my mouth.
you got to think it won't.
You gonna tell the kung fu master who lives up the hill that?
I'm not
Are you
gonna
tell him that.
I'm not gonna trust the PP guy on health advice. Sorry. Because he drinks his PP.
It sounds like you don't have the perspective that he has.
I don't.
You're
But-
on the grid, not drinking
but I don't
pee.
wanna-
You are not the same.
You're right. I drink water and beer and shit.
You drink shit.
I drink heavy red wine.
I don't like this on his the center that he's looking to, the wellness center he's looking to create and finance. Upon arrival, guests will be stripped naked and buried from the neck down in the soil. A literal reunion with the earth.
That's so stupid.
I don't want
Is
to
that
be
really
buried.
in the article?
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to bury your patrons alive.
I think I would rather do the ayahuasca than just be buried from the neck down for any period of time.
Yeah. If I'm doing that, I hope my son is like on the beach doing it to me and I don't have to like pay someone to do it.
I mean, what am I? The whole time you're thinking, what did I pay for this?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hold on. What? I can't fucking move.
It'd be kind of a cool story if he, got over his disease and made another run on the tour.
It would be great because you'd have to hear like Jim Nance and Nick Faldo and those types like try to tell the story, and just to see what detail they go into. If it's we're talking
PP.
I want to hear Jim Nance be like, he was drinking his own urine for a time. His pee-pee.
Jim Nance does not have the
Jim Nance not saying PP.
Yeah, he's too afraid to even touch that kind of thing.
What would he call urine? Probably urine.
Urine. Urine's a gross word.
It's not that bad.
It's a good story. Read
shit.
it. Golf Digest. Shout out to potential big pharma shill. No, I'm kidding. Dan Rappaport. It's good to see people doing real journalism out there. Dylan.
Something you wouldn't know about.
No, you
Mr.
wouldn't.
Time over there. Mr. Time.
You said journalism's dead.
Let's see if my page on Time is still there. Probably is. Go ahead, Will. Do your thing.
This Weekend in Fun, presented by Vizzy. Sometimes you're walking down the hard seltzer aisle and you're like, man, these things are all the freaking same. And you're like, you know what? I need something a little extra in it. And the option with something extra always makes your choice a little easier. And as the first hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C, Vizzy brings something unique and delicious to the table. Grab yourself a drink that can do both with Vizzy Hard Seltzer. It's the first hard seltzer crafted with antioxidant vitamin C. We're getting some temperatures this week that are almost up to into the 70s, which means it's officially Vizzy season again. I didn't think we were going to hit Vizzy season so soon this year, but we're just deep in it now.
It's sneaky is busy season, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 365 for me.
Yeah, I get that. That's fact.
Okay.
They just have so many good flavors. There's some of these flavors I'm missing right now. Like, it's been so long since I've had a couple of them that I need to just get in on them.
Dude, come by. We'll drink some lemonade Vizzy in my garage.
Okay.
You
Can
come too,
we get
Dylan.
golf balls into a net?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Dude, I'm busy. Sorry.
You're too busy for a watermelon strawberry, a little blackberry lemon, some raspberry tangerine, maybe even a papaya passion fruit.
Only if it's in Dave's garage.
Okay.
You're not
Otherwise, I'm
invited. You're not invited.
You can even go check out their lemonade and watermelon hard seltzer packs. They're just the bomb. It never hurts to add some antioxidants and vitamins to the mix. You too can enjoy refreshment now with the antioxidant vitamin C. Step up your seltzer game with Vizzy. To find out where you can purchase Vizzy, go to VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed to get an update on the latest flavor drops and more. Sign up for Vizzy emails at VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. Must be 21 or older. Dylan, what are you doing this weekend?
First of all, my bio page on time.com is still active. I kind of wish they would change my little bio, though, because it's still... Well, it's from 2014.
Well, why don't you read it to us if you're going to tease it?
Dylan Shivery is vice president of media and a writer at Grand X Inc.,
Whoa.
an Austin, Texas-based media and apparel company that publishes TotalFratMove.com and TotalSororityMove.com. No mention of PGP, by the way.
Yeah, what the hell?
Anyway, still there.
I'm happy that.
And it links your Twitter account to @RogerJ
Does it really?
Yeah. Sorry.
And it says this account doesn't exist. That's funny.
Bring back the Dorn.
I don't.
What are you doing this weekend, dude?
Oh yeah. All right. So here it is. Check it out. Friday. Little date night with Bay. We don't have any plans yet, but we do know we're going to step out and do something of note. Yeah, don't know yet. Friday, birthday brunch for one of Bay's friends.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it should be a fun time. Happy birthday to Laura, her friend. Saturday
There's
night.
no way she listens to this.
No,
No, there's
she
no
hates
way.
us.
There's no way.
She doesn't-
Saturday night, however, I'm going to this like ball thing. I'm about to put on. I'm gonna suit and boot up.
Like a gala.
It is a gala. Yeah, it's a gala. It's at the JW Marriott.
Oh,
Jeez.
I don't exactly
I
know
don't-
what
What
the
those
occasion
tickets
is.
run you?
yeah. What's the damage on that?
$0.00. It was
Sheesh.
free 99.
So can I go for free 99? Like,
I think you have to be invited.
can I sign up for?
You have to be a real estate professional.
I'll just wait in line at will call.
Okay. Hopefully.
Dude, will call sucks.
Can you just get me in?
Well,
Like,
call us-
just sneak me in. I'll just wear my tux.
I don't know if I have the kind of pool there to get people in the door. I don't know what'll stop you just from showing up though. I don't think
Why
they're
are you?
checking.
Why aren't you inviting Dave and I to your galas anymore?
I was the one invited, buddy. You know, Bay, she does these fancy events, and I just got to tag along and try to hold conversation with people. She
Are you
introduces
tired of
me
being
to.
arm candy?
A little bit, yeah.
Get it?
I am arm candy, huh?
What are you doing Sunday though?
But some of her friends will be there, which are great people. Sunday, guess what? Actually, on Friday, my new TV gets delivered Friday morning, which I purchased yesterday.
You gonna pay a professional who knows what they're doing?
No, I'm
Are
gonna.
you gonna have me come over
I'm
again?
gonna take
or?
chances on breaking it again, but I will have someone help me hang it this time. Will, I might need your help.
Okay, I told you I would help you last time, and then you got too antsy and had your son do it, who can't hold the TV.
Yeah, he weighs 42 pounds, so he wasn't able to do it. Super Bowl party, Dylan's house,
Super Bowl,
playing squares,
big game,
watching the big game,
smoking squares,
smoking cigarettes. Should be a fun time.
smoke with cigarettes.
Smoke them if you got them. I've always said that.
What are you gonna prepare? What kind of meals are you gonna cook for us?
I don't know, actually.
I need to prepare. Are you gonna order pizzas for how many adults?
Yeah.
I need to know prepare how many slices I'm gonna eat.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Might throw something on the grill.
Yeah, just order something.
Yeah, you'll probably botch that.
Okay, that's pretty rude.
You should
Actually,
you should get something from like a good barbecue place and just claim it as your own.
Why don't you just don't do anything special for us? But like, I think it'd be nice of you to like do like a Wagyu brisket that you start like, at like 1
You
a.m.
want to do a Wagyu brisket?
Yeah. I don't think like you don't have to go above and beyond for us, but I think that's appropriate.
I should get up at 1 a.m. and start it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Slow
Okay.
roast that thing.
I will definitely consider that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can spit roast it too.
You guys excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited actually.
I kind of wish there was a menu, but yeah, I'm excited.
Bring a dope side dish.
What's up with the Super Bowl being at 5:30? Isn't it usually like a little bit earlier?
No.
It is every year.
Because like, not gonna lie, having a kid kind of
Yeah, we
stops
had
you
that-
from really.
had that conversation last night.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to dive into a Super Bowl party. I've realized.
Alyssa was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to leave at like halftime," and I was like,
I might get twisted that night. Y'all you just better watch out.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, they should make the Monday after the Super Bowl a national fucking holiday.
"It is not a Wash Media holiday."
Because I'm just drinking so much beer, and it's like, how am I supposed to not get super fucked up on Super
I
Bowl?
want to
Sunday?
let loose.
Yeah, like it should just be a national holiday at this point. Dude, we should do a thing. We should do a thing where we like put out like a note that like people can send to their bosses that's like, hey,
Did somebody do that?
Washed Media approves that you get to skip work today because the Super Bowl last night was simply too crazy.
I mean, it's at 5:30. It gives people plenty of time.
Y'all
Who you
excited?
cheering
Quite
for?
a weekend.
I don't have a horse in this
Who
race.
you cheering for?
You know what? I'll be a Matty Stafford guy. I'll
Okay.
go Rams with you.
I
Okay.
think that's a
But
good
I
pick.
do love Burrow, man.
I haven't gone on record saying who I'm going with, so
Burrow's got that swag that Stafford could never.
what's that boy getting into?
I've got a dinner Friday night. Saturday night, I have UFC 271.
Well, you skipped right past that dinner. What's your dinner plan?
Do you have a date on Friday night? Are you doing a group, Dinsies?
Did you hop on Grouper?
I didn't
It
get
is
a
with
text
my
from
wife.
Dave. I didn't get a text from Dave.
It is with my wife. Saturday night, we've got UFC 271. Got Israel Adesanya, Robert Whitaker, the rematch. We've got Derek Lewis. His balls were hot. You'll know him from that. Versus Taya Tuivasa. It's gonna be this is just a
Former
bomb.
Bama
Somebody's getting
quarterback.
knocked out. Somebody's getting knocked out.
Damn.
And many more fights.
Mama said knock you out.
Call him a Matt's Martini.
Somebody
Mom
wants to
wanted-
hit me with a tea time Saturday or Sunday. Hell, even I don't know. Friday we've got a thing.
Hey, we're in a beautiful weather.
I know.
We're living right now.
Situation.
We are living right now.
Yep. But yeah, tomorrow night, Thursday night, we have our final live stream of the season. Only on Washed Media YouTube. Sunday's the big game, as Dylan mentioned. But I'm looking forward to a day full of eating apps, making bets, drinking piss, watching football, just having a good time.
Love it. Man day.
I think Rhodes is gonna wear his little onesie that has a football on it.
Oh, it's
Lets
sick.
people know what he's all about. Who got him the Luca onesie at his birthday? Because he's wearing it today.
Not me.
It wasn't either of y'all.
Not me.
That's right. He's wearing the sweatpants again. He's running them back.
It was a good gift from your boy.
They look very comfy.
Yeah, that's why I got it. I wanted him to live comfortably and be a hockey guy at the same time.
What are you doing?
Not much else. Friday night, I'm babysitting my nieces. You guys want me to expand on that?
Dude, that sounds sick, man.
Yeah. It's always good to spend your free time babysitting
Is
other
it just
people's children
you,
when you have a child.
or
at home.
is your family going to be there?
My wife will be there. My wife.
We didn't even talk about the fact that your entire family did walk in.
I don't know what
with
happened
dog.
there. If I'm being
With
honest.
dog.
Yeah.
Rosie, Fritz,
Rosie was in here.
Salgal. Yeah.
Wait, what? What I miss?
Did you not see me
Sally
throwing
walked
dudes?
in the middle of this podcast
Sally walked
today.
in.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, she walked in with Fritz. I didn't even see Rosie in here.
That's how much of a good girl she is.
Did she steal the Girl Scout cookies? Why'd she come in here?
I don't know. Not sure. So yeah, I'm doing that Friday night. Obviously,
she dropped
obviously
you
I
off
didn't.
tacos.
I'm not getting paid for that, so obviously it wasn't me who was like, yeah, let's do it. I was kind of hoping to mob with the boys again. I was hoping to have a dangerous Friday again, but that's not happening.
Can we just get dangerous at least once a month?
Maybe. And then Saturday, I think I might. I need to finish this Ozark series, so I think I might just knock some of that out.
You gonna binge it?
mid-afternoon. I might binge it. Yeah, I've been trying to binge it.
Okay.
But I actually have a double date Saturday night, going out with one of Sally's work friends and her husband. Can't wait for it. Very excited.
What do you think the damage is going to be when y'all?
I don't
Wait
know.
for
I actually
dinner.
don't know where we're going yet. So it's damage TBD. And then from there, yeah, Sunday is just, I'm going to be living. It's going to be Super Bowl Sunday, baby. We're going all in. I'm going to show up wearing sports shit.
Hey, bring cash, man.
Okay. I'll bring cash. And then, yeah, I'm going to win. I'm going to take all the money on the squares. You better best believe that. And from, yeah, I don't really have much ambition this weekend. If it's nice out, might take the kayak out. Maiden voyage. Haven't done it yet. It's been too cold.
You haven't done it yet?
Dude, it's been fucking freezing.
Throw a jacket on, bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean to get
Bill,
aggressive.
what if I capsize and I'm all cold and I get hypothermia?
You know how to swim.
What if I freeze in the middle of Lake Austin?
You're in Texas.
Are you worried about getting sucked through the dam?
No. It's just been cold, and I just don't feel like going out for the first time and being freezing cold. So
Weren't you saying there was a story where the dam's getting sued by Nike for their "Just Suck It" slogan?
yeah, I think that was it.
Oh man.
I don't know. Yeah, I hope to not be hungover very much this weekend after the dangerous night gave us one of those little nice hangovers that I hadn't experienced in a while last weekend.
Who's most liable on Sunday to let it rip a little too much?
Dave.
I rarely drink on Sunday.
I'm gonna let it rip. Hey, what is elevated cocktail attire?
Wow.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Hopefully it's something that I don't have to participate in.
Well, I am on Saturday.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's like nice jeans and a sport coat and a button down. I
Oh,
think
really?
it's based. I don't know. You're asking me.
formal,
I
but
drink beers alone in my
comfortable
garage.
formal.
I'm looking it up right now.
Elevated cocktail attire.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You're
Come
fucked.
down to
No,
clay.
look it up, dog.
So I'm looking at the scale of formality, okay? This is something that you don't get this on other podcasts
What's that
talking about
source?
this. Gentleman's Gazette. Sounds like an Instagram account that posts like photos of chicks.
I'm gonna
This
buy
sounds like a
blazer.
subreddit I don't want to be involved
I
in.
might buy a blazer Friday. I'm on Blazer watch.
Okay, so you start off with casual, and then you go into smart casual, which is pretty dressed down still. Then you have business casual, which is, something that you'd expect.
Button down.
Then you have cocktail attire and business attire, which is suit and tie. Then you have stroller suit, which makes you look like you're about to like
No,
Go drive Cinderella's chariot somewhere.
this is not a thing we
Wait,
should reference.
What is
No, I think
cocktail
this is.
attire? Because this is elevated version. of
Cocktail
that.
attire makes it look like you're about to walk into a really boring business meeting. Elevated cocktail attire scares me. if I'm being
Cocktail
honest.
attire, elevated cocktail might be a suit, no tie.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
No,
I don't know, man.
I don't think. I think you need to wear a tie.
For cocktail attire?
Elevated cocktail attire, David.
Shoot.
Why not just wait? Why don't you just ask your fiance?
Yeah.
Because I found out about this while I was recording with you guys. That's why.
Elevation.
No tie.
You're gonna dress like a fucking dickhead, aren't you?
Yeah. Slick back hair.
Wear an RG shirt.
I still have the snowmobile one.
Boat,
Blonde spiked hair. Little
a good
bitty
one.
jeans. Chicken spaghetti from Ciccolini's.
White bathing suits.
White bathing suits. White Lamborghini or Ferrari.
Yeah, I don't know, but whatever. Will didn't even get to the part of that graphic he was referencing where the last two things, the guys were wearing top hats.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna hit him with a top hat.
Dude, hit that top hat button. Please,
Dave, can I
dude.
borrow yours?
Yeah, can you ask the chimney sweep guy if we can borrow his top hat for Dylan's gala?
You think the one at Nordy that you didn't buy is still available? I can go cop.
That was not a top hat.
It's like a miniature top hat.
Mini top?
All right, let's get out of here, man.
Fine.
Bye.